What's up, guys? So I am back with another Morphogen product breakdown. So this time I'm going to talk about Macrogen meal replacement products. So this is a relatively new product. I haven't put out any video about this. Haven't really posted about it much yet. I'm sure a lot of you guys have already tried it, but I wanted to get on here, break it down a little bit, talk about some of the ins and outs, kind of the cool features of it, and maybe the nuances that people might have missed that makes this a really good meal replacement product. So there are a lot of meal replacement products on the market that are low calorie, moderate calorie, high calorie, depending on your goals. There are not a lot of meal replacement products on the market that have a good ingredient profile, that have much to offer other than a little bit of protein and fat and a little bit of carbs. There's not really much else to them. So you have to think, when you're consuming a powdered source of food, you are missing out on certain phytonutrients and micronutrients and maybe fiber and things of that nature. So, which is okay to some extent, right? It's not a bad idea to have shakes and things like that for convenience if you need them. However, if you want to replace entire meals on a frequent basis, it is good to have these extra nutrients included into the product that you're using. So first off, I always like to kind of go over the little features here and what the product does, what it contains, and so on and so forth. So first off, this is a whole food protein blend, complex carbs, healthy fats, antioxidant rich fruit and vegetable extracts from Spectra. That's the trademarked version that he used. And full spectrum of vitamins and minerals. Okay. All right. So first off, macros on this are 25 protein, 26 carbs, 8.5 fat, and 2 grams of fiber, 4.5 grams of sugar. So not sugar laden. You're not just getting your carbs from dextrose or something like that. That is for one serving, which is 3 scoops. So obviously, you can modify the servings however you want it to really get the macros that you want or meet your caloric and macro needs. It's a balanced ratio of carbs, protein, and fat in terms of like where you're getting your calories from. Makes it a little more usable and versatile for more people to be able to use. Okay, so calorically, the actual calories are coming from oat flour, whey protein concentrate, calcium caseinate, whole egg powder, and desiccated beef liver powder. It's simple, all right? It's simple and quality ingredients. Oat flour is broken down already, so the flour version is a little bit easier to digest than the whole oats, though it is still a complex carbohydrate. It's not just a sugar. So whey protein concentrate, kind of a middle of the road digestion. It's not going to be as slow as the whole egg powder. It's not going to be super fast. This is a meal replacement once again. Calcium caseinate obviously is slower digesting. Your whole egg powder, that has protein in it, of course, but it's also making up a majority of the fat profile. That's a high quality fat source. So having that in here is definitely a plus. And you could combine this obviously with something like the Morphogen, for example, to get your omega-3 fatty acids as well. And then desiccated beef liver powder. Beef liver is super nutrient dense. It contains heme iron, contains B vitamins and different phytonutrients and things that are hard to attain in other foods. So not a lot of people eat liver or organ meats, for example, and this is a great way to get that. So the last one on the actual ingredient profile there is the Spectra phytonutrient blend. And then that kind of bleeds over into the actual vitamins and minerals on here as well. Now, the Spectra phytonutrient blend, if you look down a little bit further on the label, you can see it's comprised of several different fruits and vegetable extracts. And you can actually see what they are if you look down a little bit below here in this smaller print. You can actually see what that is comprised of. But worth noting too on the vitamin and mineral profile is there's some good forms of vitamins and minerals in here. So a lot of the time when you have a product like this, let's say they do contain some extra nutrients in terms of micros, but they're going to throw in the cheapest junk that you can possibly toss in there to give you, hey, look, it has 100% daily value of, vitamin C and A and B, 6, whatever. Now, that's all fine and dandy, but a lot of these aren't very highly bioavailable. They do not assimilate very well. They may even cause problems in some people. They're just not, they're cheap. They're not really, giving you what you need. In here, we have 25% of your daily value of each of the vitamins and minerals that are listed. Now, obviously, keep in mind, daily value percentage is a more of a minimum thing. A lot of us do go over that. A lot of us might have higher requirements than that. But my point in bringing that up is we don't necessarily want 100% daily value of everything in here. I mean, we're already getting other vitamins and minerals during the day. We're already maybe using another product that has these things in it. We don't necessarily need to have all of that in a meal. If you're using more than one serving of this a day, you don't necessarily need to be taking in copious amounts of some of this stuff, especially like some of the minerals, for example. So that's worth noting. Also, I mentioned forms of vitamins and minerals. So there are some really good forms in here. For example, vitamin A, beta carotene form. Your B vitamins using some methylated forms, methylfolate, methyl B12. Also minerals. There are some glycinate forms of different minerals. Magnesium, there's glycinate. Copper, there's glycinate. Also, there are polynicotinate chromium form, which is a good form of chromium. And then there are a couple citrate forms. All in all, a lot of good forms of vitamins and minerals in here. If you're going to add this stuff into the product and make it more comprehensive, then at least have something that's actually going to absorb and assimilate well. So that's a huge plus in here. But again, yeah, awesome product. It's not overly complicated, but it gives you a lot of extra vitamins and minerals. It gives you a lot of extra phytonutrients, and it has a simple ingredient profile from the actual caloric standpoint. Should be easy to digest. Comes in a couple different flavors right now. So on the site we have no-bake cookie. That's what this is. It's a no-bake cookie flavor. And then also there's apple pie. So I should know this, but I believe that the apple pie and the no-bake cookie flavor macros vary just slightly. So keep that in mind. But it's not astronomically different. It's like 20 calories difference it might be. So yeah, guys, that's the new Macrogen product. I've actually only had no-bake cookie so far, so I'm gonna have to try the apple pie soon. I've heard good things. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments below when I post the video. Of course, check out the website. Feel free to use my code, all that good stuff. And I'll talk to you guys next time.